think writers are the Sherpas of the emotional truth. They are our historians. They are our storytellers.
Literature is one of those things that brings people together. Every community in the history of the world has its own story.
Books create a conversation, and the conversation has through lines that stay the same, but it also changes in response to the moment in time.
For more than 50 years, some of the most important writers of their moment in time have been coming to the campus of St. Louis University to receive the St. Louis Literary Award, an honor which grows in prestige every year with the addition of every name.
It's lovely for the writers. I also think it's a way for us as a community to sort of stand up for what we treasure.
We don't always like the things we read. We don't always like things people are saying. But universities are about being challenged.
Chinua Achebe once said, "The job of a writer is not to provide solutions, but to provide headaches." And I think all of us need that kind of headache every now and then.
The St. Louis Literary Award is a very valuable and important way to ask these bigger questions about why are we here? What is our purpose? What is our vocation? I think that's an enduring contribution of the award itself.
One of the things that I love about the original idea of this program was to build a bridge between the university and the St. Louis community, and that's never faded. If anything, we've tried to really double down, triple down, quadruple down on that idea. We are trying to do our part to make sure that literature is honored and revered.
Please join me in welcoming Margaret Atwood.
It's an honor to have been invited to receive the St. Louis Literary Award for 2017. By now, the list of St. Louis awardees includes, in its more recent years, some of my old friends, both living and dead, and I am happy and grateful to be joining them. To be clear, the award part, not the deadness part.
The seeds of the award program were planted in 1966 when a fundraiser was held to benefit the campus libraries. The poet Mark Van Doren was brought in to give a speech. The huge turnout left the sponsors speechless.
It was a complete shock, but knowing a good thing when they see one, the board said, let's make this an annual event.
The following year, they turned it into an award ceremony with a single writer chosen once a year to receive the prize in person. Nominations for the St. Louis Literary Award can be submitted by anyone, but most suggestions come from a select and diverse committee of devoted readers who spend almost an entire year picking the next year's winner.
It's a very wide scan of the literary world in the broadest sense, and the sort of messy, exciting process takes place.
We may be looking at a poet, but we might sometimes include prose. We may be looking at a novelist, but we might sometimes include nonfiction as well.
I think we want to have a writer who will be read in the contemporary environment, but whose work will stand the test of time.
Please put your hands together and welcome Neil Gaiman.
The award ceremony is open to the public and includes a live on-stage interview with the winning writer. Before the winner is introduced, the audience gets a show, with performers offering entertainment informed by the work of the winner.
What we always hear is they are amazed at the experience and the receptiveness of audiences in St. Louis.
How does research fit into your writing process?
The St. Louis Literary Award is really a series of events.
I find that the research opens up these worlds for me.
The day after the ceremony, the award winner gives a craft talk.
Writing about this period, Kincaid states simply, "You came."
There are also guest lectures related to the works of the chosen author. There are writing contests and a campus read where students, faculty, and the community at large are invited to read and discuss one or sometimes two books written by the upcoming year's award winner.
I think it's amazing. I think it just creates this inclusivity and also just a sense of community where everyone's reading about kind of the same topic.
You never know what book is going to change your mind or make you feel differently or reveal something.
And it all begins with the writer. That's why the award is designed to look like the nib of a fountain pen. But perhaps its symbolic shape is also a reminder that the story of the St. Louis Literary Award is still being written.
The last few years has definitely been more diverse in terms of really looking at non-American specific writers, either people who are from other places or write about other places. I think it's really important. That's what it means to be a citizen of the world.
I'm hoping that we can get more donors to support this because of how distinctive it is. Our region needs more things like this.
We need books to deepen our humanity and stay alive and smart and thoughtful as a culture. There's actually a bumper sticker on my car, and it's a Ray Bradbury quote, and it says, "You don't need to burn books to destroy a culture. Just get people to stop reading them."
What are the scribes to do in these difficult times of ours? The scribes will write according to their calling. Some will exhort, some will record, some will reflect, some will dramatize. They will try to tell the truth as best they can. They will try to tell inventive and instructive and convincing and sometimes beautifully made lies, because that's what the scribes do. If all goes well, 100 years from now, the readers of the future will look back at the work of the scribes of today, and they will say, "That's how it was among the all too human beings there and then." Which is all a scribe can ask for, wouldn't you say?